Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Small Town Living. And this evening, I'm going to be making homemade chili. And I'm going to start with my pound of lean hamburger meat. And I'm going to brown this. And then I'll add my sauce and stuff to it that I'm going to add. And I'll be back at you. Alright, and as my hamburger meat's almost all the way browned, I'm going to go ahead and add it's about a half a cup of red bell peppers and a half a cup of onions raw to cook. And I've diced them up already to go ahead and start cooking them down with the meat. And I'm going to let my meat finish browning all the way. I'm not going to drain it because this hamburger meat doesn't have a lot of fat in it. So I'll just let it cook down until the hamburger meat's done, and then I'll get to the next step and I'll be back at you. Alright, and I've got my hamburger meats all the way brown. I'm going to go ahead and add my can of crushed tomatoes. And this is a 28-ounce can. And my one little can of tomato sauce, 8 ounces. And I'm going to fill this up with water. And I'm going to put 28 ounces of water in. And I'm going to stir this around real good, get everything mixed up. Now I'm going to add my seasonings. I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of chili powder. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of paprika, a teaspoon of onion powder, and a teaspoon of garlic jalapeno seasoning. Then I'm going to add a tablespoon of sugar for the acidity of the tomatoes. And I'm going to mix this all together. And I think I'm going to add me another. I'm going to add another 28 ounces. Of water. Now, if you like your chili thick, you wouldn't add that extra can of water, but I like more of a soup. And I'm just going to let this simmer for probably about 30 to 45 minutes to let everything incorporate. And whenever I get to the next step, I'll be back at you. Alright, this has been cooking, simmering for about 30 minutes. And I'm going to continue to let it cook, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add I got 1 can of Bush's light red kidney beans. And I have me some dry black beans that I soaked last night, and I'm going to add them. I've been cooking them today, and I'm going to add them to my chili. I'd say I probably add about, probably 2 cups. And we'll stir it all together. And I'm gonna let it continue to simmer for a good little while. I'm just gonna slow cook it. And then whenever I serve it, I'll plate it up and show you how it looks. That's how I make my homemade chili. And I'll be back with you whenever it gets done. Alright, now my soup's done. It's cooked for about a total of probably 2.5 hours. I add a little bit of cheese to the top of it, and I'll add some saltines to mine. I have some Cheez-Its if my husband wants Cheez-Its. You could do grilled cheese, you could add sour cream, and I did end up having to add another tablespoon of chili powder. But this is it. This is how it looks. And it will be absolutely delicious. And I want to thank y'all. We finally surpassed 100 followers. We're doing well with sharing and following. And I appreciate y'all so much. And I hope y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you. Bye-bye.